Hello, everybody. Hi, Ava. So, guys, I hate scammers because I hate liars and thieves. And scammers are thieves. And all thieves are liars. By the way, Jerry, I took the first jar of treats you sent me and I merged them all into one container. And then I took the 6 or so bags of Ava treats that were open and I just funneled them all together. So thank you. Because now this takes up so much less space and makes a lot less noise. And you guys all know that it's Blue Buffalo. Oh, I am mad. Mostly at myself. I almost fell for it. Almost. So, had a number come up, and it was a 186 number, I think it was. No, it was a 858 number, but it was like a 1-800 number. So it came up and it said that it was my financial institution's fraud department. And it was one of the financial institutions that I use, and for obvious reasons, I'm not going to state which one it is, but it was one that I do legitimately use. And they said that they just wanted to verify a couple of recent transactions that seemed out of the norm for me. And they asked if I'd left my home state, and I said no. And they said, well, there's a purchase. We've stopped 2 transactions on your account. They were pending. They got flagged in the system. One of them is for $210 at Target in Miami, Florida. And the other is a Zelle transfer to a Mary Smith. Did you authorize that? I said, no, absolutely not. And they said, okay, so we are going to stop these 2 transactions and we're going to enroll you in our fraud prevention services. Have you been previously enrolled? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think so. He's like, well, do you receive text messages for your purchases? And I said, no. He says, well, from today on out, every time you go to make a purchase with your card, you're going to receive a text message and you will have to authorize that payment to go through or not. And I said, well, which account did this occur on? And he says, well, this is your primary fee-free checking. And I said, well, I've got a couple of those. He's like, well, this is your primary one, ma'am. I said, can you give me the last 4 of my card number? No, ma'am, we do not want to get any of your information. We are not verifying your account information. We're not asking you to verify your account information. We are the fraud department, and we are letting you know that there is suspicious activity on your account. And that's when the red flags started kind of going up. And I'm like, okay, well, he's like, do you have access to the mobile banking? I was like, I'm on there right now and I'm just verifying some transfers that I see here. He's like, well, do you have any external accounts linked to your bank? No. But you'd be able to see that, wouldn't you? He says, ma'am, no. We can only see the account that we're working on at this time. Really? And they said, well, what we need to do to get you enrolled in these fraud prevention services is I need you to go into your Google Play Store and download the Summit Fraud Prevention app. And I was like, this is separate than the main account app? He says, no, this is part of your bank. But I'd have to download a separate application. Yes, ma'am. In order to enroll you in these services, you need this application. And I said, I'll tell you what, it's not that I don't trust you, but I don't know you. And you called me. And no, you haven't tried to verify any account information. You haven't, wanted to verify the last 4 of my account or anything like that. You haven't asked me for a lick of information, but I am not putting another application on my device until I talk directly through my bank. And I said, so I'm gonna end the call with you, and I'm gonna call back to my regular bank, and I'm gonna have them connect me to the fraud department. He says, ma'am, we're already talking. You don't need to do that. They're just gonna connect you back to us. It's a wasted step. I said, I don't think it is. I said, it's not that I don't trust you. I just don't know you. And so I said, so I'm going to end this call with you, and apparently we'll be speaking in a brief moment. And then he hung up. Not a, I understand, ma'am. Thank you for being proactive in not falling for stupid schemes. Not a, thank you for taking that extra step. No, just a blip, and away the call went. So I called my bank, just like I said I was going to. And I said, I need to talk to someone in the fraud department. I said, well, what about, ma'am? And I kind of went through the whole scenario with her. She says, ma'am, that's not us. We would never ask you to do that. I said, well, I have the number they called from. I can provide it to you. And she's like, okay, but yeah, she's like, I can already tell you. She goes, I'm going to call over to the fraud department and see if they want to speak with you. But I can already tell you, I don't think that that's us. So she called over to the fraud department. She comes right back and she's like, yeah, it wasn't us. We verified there is absolutely no activity on your account that you described. That's crazy. So then, after talking to them, providing them with the phone number and, explaining the entire scam detail for detail, then I called my local police department and I said, I just want to make record of this because, it happened. I received this call. I don't know what y'all have for, cybersecurity team or whatever, but I want this documented. And so I relayed almost the entire scam to the person taking the report. And then they said, did they want you to download an app or did they want you to call another number? I said, oh, have you heard this before? She's like, yeah, we've been getting these calls lately. So guys, if anyone, it doesn't matter how much they seem to know about you, about your financial institution, about anything. If anybody asks you to download an app from your phone that will integrate with the current app to send you fraud alerts, it's a bogus scam. Don't fall for it. And if anybody calls and says they're from any institution and they want to verify anything, or even if they don't, just say, I'm going to call my bank. I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Don't even entertain it. Like, I was this close. And I am super, super untrusting of anybody that calls me. But I was immediately put on the defensive. They would not let me talk in the beginning. Like, they immediately interjected. And they wouldn't let me even question it. So in my own mind, I couldn't even question it in my own mind. I was immediately on the defensive. And I realized when I was panicking and looking in my app and not seeing these charges that they referenced. And normally you would see pending, regardless if it was being flagged or not, it would still show up. It wasn't there. And that's when I was like, okay, I need to stop panicking and start thinking, because there's now too many red flags that I don't know who this is. They can't verify any of my account information because they're fraud department. But if they were really my bank, they would have been able to. So, anyways, I wanted to jump on here quick because I am through the moon mad. I have one of those, but in the reverse. They have to identify the password before speaking with me. Like I have to verbally give the passcode, but that's a good idea, having a password set up for them to verify. I didn't know that that was even an option. Hello, C-Rex. Hello, Nana Laura. Hello, Jerry Matthew Boyd. Hello, Purple Kiv. Yeah. I was when I took that picture, I was mad. I'm mad. Yeah, I know you only got 2 so far. Let's see if I can get one of the ones hiding under the rings. Is it duck? Is it turkey? We may never know. But it's a blue buffalo protein bite. You can't get it. There you go. The O-rings. I should have put them in the bottom. The little beef rings. But they were the biggest bag, and I put them in on top because I wasn't sure if they'd all fit. And I wanted to make sure to have room for all of them. Oh. Hello, Manny. I hate them. Like I watch Pierogi, Scammer Payback. I love them. And knowing that they're on the front line protecting people and actively stopping scammers using their computer coding skills and everything that they have, they are gems of humans. I absolutely love them all. Like Kitboga, Pierogi, Knight, there's Mike from AnyDesk, like the whole team, like every one of them is so amazing. And they all have the one goal, is just to stop it. They're taking advantage of the most vulnerable citizens. And it's insane. It's absolutely wild to think that people fall for it. But when you come that close, like I was on the verge, like I was in the Play Store looking at it, like something right here. I never even got the app I was supposed to download, so I can't provide that with you guys. So I wish I could, but the police lady, she did verify that that the app would like go through your phone, find all your banking institutions, and they would then start doing transactions in your bank and taking all your money out. It's crazy. Hello, Buzzy Pug. Well, and the other wild thing too, The other crazy thing, like, that particular financial institution, they like, if you take out a large amount of money, like over $1,000 in cash, you get absolutely interrogated. Absolutely interrogated. Like, I had to sign a waiver of a large cash withdrawal, saying it's not being used for Cash App, Venmo, it's not being applied to international accounts, that it's not that I'm not mailing it anywhere. Like, they don't want you taking your own money out. They and the lady, like, she told me, the bank lady that I spoke with, like, last on the 4th, on Emily's birthday, when I was at the bank a couple days ago. I was talking to her about, scammer stuff even, and, she said that they had stopped a $30,000 transaction just a week before from one of their members. It's insane. I just but thank God there are people that are well aware of the scams and actively out there trying to stop them. Hello, Terry Barnes. I do have a good court clip. Hello, Charlie. Um, it's barely edited, but I don't think it needed a whole lot of editing. Hello, Megan. What did your mom say? Because I'm a Libra too. No, I always tell people I'm going to be late for my own funeral. I've actually said that. I've said that a lot. A lot, a lot. Hello, Farkin Vistage. You got 3. I counted. I know there were 3. Yes, well, 1.5 of them. Yeah, I never reply to text messages. What's funny is sometimes when I get them, I'll click on, because the text messages will come from an email address, and I'll click on them, and you'll see a bunch of numbers in there, a bunch of phone numbers in there. And it's like, I really doubt this legitimate, banking message was sent to 15 people, No, well, I'm sure the app would have asked for it. The app probably would have, but the people never did. And that's what makes you like more trusting, I guess, because they're not asking for information, but they're also not giving any information. Hello, lover. Yeah, but no more of an accent than someone who was born in the United States but raised with parents of another culture. So, yeah, there was definitely an accent, but they were extremely fluent in English, and like I'd have thought they were raised here. But in some of the bigger scammer countries, you can actually take classes to develop an accent of Like, if you wanna have a New York accent or a Texas accent, or, like, they have programs that they're able to take for that. Yeah, well, that's why I wanted to come on and let everybody know. I know I don't have a huge reach, but I have some, and even if one person benefits from hearing my near stupidity, I'm gonna do it. Yep, and that's what I was thinking. That's absolutely what I was thinking was, this should already be in my banking app. Why would I need another banking app? Why would I need a separate application? My bank would I mean, my bank wouldn't put it in a separate application. Yeah. Yep. Yep. You could tell the guy just he was mad. He knew that he almost had me. He was mad. He was mad when I said I was gonna call my bank. Yeah. It's not that I don't trust you, I just don't trust you. Well, and I think we're all in a place too where we don't wanna offend someone. We don't want to say we don't trust them because, it might hurt their feelings if they are legitimate. Screw that. I don't care. I will hurt your feelings. If I think that I'm at risk, I will hurt your feelings. Hello, Epiphonium. I don't even have voicemail. I don't. Nope. Thanks, Mama. Thank you. I bet you'd answer if I called. Absolutely. Everybody needs to be on edge because these scammers are getting more and more sophisticated every single day. I thought I knew every one. I thought I knew every scam. I hadn't heard this one yet. It's crazy. It's an industry. It really is. It is an industry. And they are constantly evolving just like any other industry. So you have to be vigilant. You have to protect yourself. I I thought I was protecting myself. I have NordVPN, which is absolutely amazing. They're not a sponsor. I don't have a sponsor. Blue Buffalo doesn't sponsor me. None of the treat companies that I use, none of the awesome things that I show you guys that I talk about, the coffees, the follow bracelets, nothing. I don't have any sponsor. So when I talk about something, it's because I really truly believe in the product. And NordVPN is one of those. Scammer Payback uses it as well. Um, I really do advocate for having a VPN. It protects your data on all of your devices. If I'm at a coffee shop on Wi-Fi, my information, I know it's not going through the public stream. It's getting rerouted and twisted up and encrypted and everything else. So oh. What was that? That thing's dangerous. What are you doing putting that in my face like that? Aren't you sick of this flavor yet? Golly, I swear they've gone through half this bag. Oh my God, they have. Between the 3 cats, not even Bandit. Bandit has the shrimp ones. But between the 3 cats. And I'm sure, okay, 3 cats and Ava. Because when Earl demands his treats on the floor, because sometimes he does, demands, Ava helps him. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that. I don't have as much confidence in myself as y'all seem to have in me. That's awesome. That is excellent information. And I think I will be doing the same. Especially after this. This is just not acceptable. Wake up, Mama. Wake up. Wake up. I'll be the most annoying alarm clock you ever had. Yep. 2-factor authentication. Yeah, I do have that. I have that on one of my bank accounts. Yep. I do have that. Well, no. On the online stuff, I always have that. Always. Everything is 2-factor authentication with my online stuff. But for calls, one of them, and I can't even remember which one it is. One of my financial institutions has where they have to send me a code. I have to like their system, they as employees can't even go forward unless I provide that code. Thank you. This is one of the ones Jerry gave me. It's actually, the flowers are actually white, but that stupid yellow lamp makes them look yellow. But yeah, it makes everything look yellow. Hi, Billy. Oh, I got the Billy flop. He just flopped right down in my arms. Indeed you do, Jerry. Indeed you do. And it's very comfy. Hello, Travis Big Papa. I know you changed your name to that just for me, just so you would have to hear me say Big Papa. Ooh. I should. There is a scammer tip line on Scammer Payback. I should email them that phone number. It's probably a spoofed number though. And that's the other thing you guys got to be careful of. Ugh. So, these scammers have the ability to spoof their number to make it any number they want. So, for instance, if you have it saved in your phone, if you have your credit card number or your bank number or whatever saved in your phone, they can spoof the number to be that number and call you. And so your caller ID will say it's that number from your caller ID, but it's not. Which is why even if it comes up on your caller ID as a legitimate number, still call them back directly. It's rage. It lights me up. Now, this came on the heels of me trying to find a seasoning. It's my favorite. It's a stromboli seasoning made by Quality Bakers. I've got a picture of it. So there's a Sonic's Co-op in Sauk. It's either Prairie du Sac or Sauk City, Wisconsin. They're kind of the same thing. It's like Baraboo and West Baraboo. So it's in Sauk, and it's a Senex Consumers Co-op gas station. There's actually 2 locations, so there's one in each side. Okay, so there's one in Prairie du Sac and one in Sauk City, but I always go to one of them specifically. They have this pizza. It's called Pizza Primo. It is the best. My favorite pizza. Okay. When I was with Kendra's father 25 years ago, he would always eat this pizza on his lunch break. He worked a block away. He'd walk to the gas station, get a couple slices, go back. So this became a staple in our household. Like, we would always order this pizza. It is so good. So every time I pass through that city, I stop and get a pizza. I did that with my father. My father and we went and saw Kendra, and on the way home, we stopped and he picked out a beef brisket pizza, and I got my pepperoni pizza, and honestly, that was one of the last meals I ever shared with my father. So it has even more emotional significance to me. But they have this seasoning there, and it's like gold flakes to them. They'll put it in their shakers. But if you ask for a 2-ounce portion cup of it, you have committed a crime against them. They've relaxed on their shaker policy. You know, they let me take some home with me now sometimes. Depends on the worker. But this last time, the guy actually brought the container out of the back to fill a portion cup with it. And I was like, oh, let me take a picture. I was so excited. Let's see here. I know I got it. I'm afraid, is this the one? Hold on. I can't preview the image. 2 seconds here. Aww. Okay, I downloaded it, but not in a way that it can. Apparently, it's not a file that StreamYard supports, so I'm going to pull it up here. So I looked into getting it. Baker's Quality Stromboli. And the issue is it's a wholesale item. And I'd have to buy 12 cases, 15 ounces of each. This stuff, oh, it's so good. I use it on everything. Well, everything that I want an Italian flair to. I took one of the 2-ounce portion cups of the gold flakes that I got them to give to me, and I mixed it with sour cream, and well, no, I'm not buying a case of it. I'm not doing it. I mixed it with sour cream and let it sit in the fridge for a few hours, and then went back to it, and oh my God, it is the best dip. It is the best dip. Hello, Donald Westerdale. Thank you. A central bank with barcodes tattooed on us? What? I have 0 barcodes tattooed on me. If you're meaning figuratively, you're not far off. I mean, our phones are essentially a GPS tracker to every individual person. And think of how much stuff we store on it. It's kind of scary. I love you, Buzzy Pug. Yeah, I'll agree with you there. Yeah. I guess Calcutta, I believe, is the most known for the PayPal scheme to defraud. And then Delhi or New Delhi, one of the two, are most notorious for the McAfee scam. You were one of the first things that came to mind, because I know you recently went through legitimate fraud. So you were one of the first things that came to mind. I don't know about that. Have you been introduced to Mortimer Duke yet? Have you met old Squishy Gardner? I mean, they're right up there too. Now there's a word you don't hear anymore. Landline. Who has those? Apparently Epiphonium. Oh, one of the funniest videos I watched was a few teenagers being shown a rotary phone and told to dial on it. That was great. That was great entertainment. Yeah. Watching them try to figure that thing out. I mean, I know how to do it. Of course, there were still a few around when I was a kid. And I hung out with old people. I did. All of my life, I have surrounded myself with old people because you learn the most from them. Now, my father did the same thing until he had one. He knew it was a scam at first. But as his liver deteriorated and the proteins built up in his system and started causing brain damage from the kidney failure and the liver failure, reality Oh, am I back? Am I back? This became a spinny circle in a black box. Yay! Oh, it's been glitching today. It's been glitching. Okay, so anyways, yeah. So my dad knew it was a scam at first, but a romance scam. And at first he was just playing with the girl and laughing about it, and it was a big joke. But then as his liver and his kidneys died, and the proteins were building up in his brain, um, I'm sure it'll fix. It'll fix. I probably have squat for bandwidth connection at the moment, and I don't know why. But yeah, then reality started mixing, and he forgot that it was a scam. And he legitimately thought this girl loved him, and he would go on and talk to her every single day. A couple times he drove all the way to the airport, over an hour drive, and he watched all of the planes come in and go and come in and go. And she never showed up. And he was heartbroken, absolutely devastated. And it's like, we all told him that it was a scam. And like I said, in the beginning, he knew it was. So you got to be careful of that. Even if they think they're entertaining themselves, if they develop any type of dementia, and the scammers know this, they know it. They hope it's just a matter of time. And hell, they're in for the long game. So hopefully my internet stays up and running long enough for me to run these cases. It shows it's good. Oh no, I thought Metal Rules was here. You said metadata. Yeah. Yep. It's hard, especially when you got an elderly parent or an ailing parent. Protecting them gets harder and harder. Oh, I am fuzzy. I am. Y'all feel like you're back in the 70s? All right. Well, that failed miserably. All right, guys. No kidding. It's actually been beautiful today, though. Oh, okay. So, I think I need to reset my modem and router and all that other stuff. So I'll tell you what, guys. I'll end it here for now. But that doesn't mean anything. I'll be back. I'll be back later. I'll try to find some more stuff to watch. I need my meds anyways. Man, this really threw a wrench. Threw a wrench right at me. Smucked me straight in the face. Heck no, they didn't. Earl, you're fired. I love you too. All right, guys, thanks so much for coming and listening to me rant, and I hope somebody learned something from it. Be safe, be well, stay sweet, and much love.